Jamal Murray and Malik Beasley. But the other 16 guys were in here working very, very hard. So I thought it was a great third day of camp.
So you're starting to that rotation that some guys sit out rotation.
Yeah, I think after 4 practices, that's when the load starts getting to a point where maybe you have to hold a couple of guys out just to, again, we're thinking big picture here. It's not all about getting ready to play the Raptors up in Calgary. It's, we want to make sure we're putting our guys in a position where they'll be healthy enough to get through as many games as possible.
Are you seeing, what are you seeing offensively and defensively that's encouraging or needs work, or what's ahead?
Yeah, I think offensively the thing that's really encouraging, we had it in the first practice. Last night didn't have it as much as the offensively last night. Too many turnovers, too much dribbling, everybody trying to make the play. And what I liked about practice 1 and practice number 5, which was this morning, was that offensively making a play for your teammate, just being unselfish. The old adage, good to great. And I think we've had some great examples of unselfish offense, but no one cares who's making the shot. We're just playing together. We're not holding the ball. We're not over dribbling. That's exciting. Defensively, right now, I think we're doing a pretty good job for early in camp of communicating. And we have a lot of versatility that allows us to guard things in different ways. And the guys are picking things up pretty quickly, so I'm happy about that as well.
You start seeing what Wilson Chandler might look like, how he'll help in that situation.
Well, it's really funny. I was talking with Chris Finch last night, who's new to our staff. And Wilson missed the whole season last year. And he just was like, you know what, Wilson Chandler is such a good player because he's never in a rush. He doesn't do things he's not capable of doing, but he's so efficient in everything that he does. So, yeah, having Wilson back, whether he's playing the 3 or the 4, his ball handling, his ability to get to the rim, make shots, and to guard so many different positions. It's, you realize why we missed him so much last year.
You mentioned on Media Day that you had a decision to make your power forward. Who are the principals there that we're making the decision from?
Well, obviously Kenneth Faried.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenneth has been a starter here for many years. And I would say that Kenneth is having an unbelievable camp so far. He's in great shape. Just how hard he's working, man. Like he is. I've been very impressed with Kenneth and his mindset and his work ethic after 5 practices. But you would start with Kenneth Faried. End of the season, we started playing big. You have Nikola Jokic who can play the 4. You have Gallinari and Wilson Chandler who can play the 4. And then you have a guy like Darrell Arthur. So we're a deep team. So when you say who the principal, there's a lot of guys that you could potentially slide into that spot. We're going to go with the decision we made upon who had the best camp, but also who we think is going to be the most important player for us kind of moving forward. And big picture, if you will.
Coach, 5 practices in, you talked about having a depth, big team. What does that depth excite you about?
Well, I think, I kind of thought about it over the summer rally. If you have a deep team playing in altitude, you can really try to wear teams down. And like all of our young players have made plays where you say, Jamal Murray's not going to be 20 until February. Malik Beasley's not going to be 20 until November. But even those guys are making plays and they're not scared. They've come in here like, okay, I belong here, which I love. Even Wancho. So it gives you the comfort level. If you have injuries, you have plenty of guys who can step up and play. But also, you can wear teams down with your depth and the versatility that our depth, offers. Again, big lineups, small lineups, and even really small lineups, which is the kind of the trendy thing to do in the NBA right now. And we're not going to follow trends. We're going to play to the strength of our roster.
How much will you experiment again with Nurk and Jokic on the court at the same time?
Oh yeah, we definitely. I think that's something that we liked at the end of the season. We've talked about all off season, and at the end of camp, if we feel that's our best lineup, we could go with that. If we feel that